Hey guys, Naomi Senna. For today's video, we got to talk about Eddie Nketiah being linked with a loan to Newcastle. I'll be giving my thoughts on that. Also, Bayer Leverkusen also want Hector Bellerin. I mean, Bellerin is a wanted man. And League Cup third round draw. Who are Arsenal facing? Leicester City. I mean, nothing is ever easy for us, is there? So we have a tough draw with that. I'll be giving my thoughts on that. But until then, please do remember to continue commenting on the videos. It does help the channel out, and like and subscribe to the channel. Really looking to continue to build a base, and thank you all for the recent support. Now, let's get started. So, I gotta talk about one of my favourite young Arsenal players, Eddie Nketiah, been linked with Newcastle United, and I could first of all absolutely say beyond a shadow of a doubt that Newcastle fans, sorry, but it's just not going to happen, and this is the reason why. Eddie Nketiah is one of our most talented young strikers coming through the academy, along with the likes of Martinelli, who we recently bought, Tyrese John-Jules, and the likes of Florian Balogun. There's no way that we're going to get rid of Eddie. Eddie is probably, along with Martinelli, is one of the most, it's the two that are very close to being regular first team players. These are two players, particularly Eddie, obviously being an English international, who scored a hat-trick for England, for the England under-21s, captained the side as well, so congrats to Eddie on that. How could Arsenal then loan him out? Now, my understanding, and is this according to the Daily Mail and according to the Mirror, is that Newcastle are the one looking for a loan because they know Arsenal will never sell. This isn't a one where Arsenal are outrightly saying that they're looking to loan Eddie Nketiah. But I will say this: I can understand why you're looking to loan in Eddie Nketiah. I know that, you know, he would actually probably play really good alongside Saint Maximin and the other guy that I think that they have, the guy that they brought from the MLS. Very good players. All three of them would be quick. But no to Eddie. Like, Eddie's not going anywhere. It's time that Arsenal Football Club, that Arteta gives Eddie Nketiah a good run in with the team to play as a regular first team player. Now, I do believe that if Lacazette does leave, Aubameyang might get pushed more as a more upfront striker once again, like how he did when he originally started. But Eddie would still be one of the first guys to come up off the bench. Definitely to be a regular in the cup games, starting in those games. We've got Europa League games coming up. We've got League Cup games coming up, which I'll get to that very, very shortly later on in this video. You know, there are games coming up whereby we are going to need to squad rotate, and players like Eddie Nketiah will be so valuable. So valuable. He's not perfect, he's still young, still developing, still learning his craft, but he's not going anywhere. So I do have to say this for Newcastle fans, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. You got to find someone else. I understand that they're also looking at Ryan Brewster from Liverpool. Go to Brewster. He's more of what you would want, not because he's a better player than Eddie Nketiah, because he isn't, but the fact that we need Eddie right here at Arsenal, potentially scoring goals for the Arsenal, and I don't want one of our good young talented players going right now, because I think there's a real opportunity for him to shine at Arsenal in this up and coming season in 6 days, to be really honest. Next week Saturday is when the season will officially start open again, so I don't want to see him go, and I don't think he'll go. But if you disagree with me, Newcastle fans, or maybe Arsenal fans, do you disagree with me as well? Newcastle, Arsenal, drop your comments below. It'd be really interesting to hear your thoughts on that. Also, let's talk about Hector Bellerin now. Now, as we all know, Hector Bellerin, I did a video sometime last week talking about Hector Bellerin to PSG. Now, a few hours ago, it has been rumoured that Bayer Leverkusen, because of the deal that they've just sold Kai Havertz, they now have a lot more money to go and really splash the cash and be able to fix a lot of areas within their team that they would like to address. One of them now being right back, because they are now rumoured to be looking at Hector Bellerin. And I think partly it's for that is due to the PSG rumours. Obviously, everybody knows that Arsenal do have some transfer plans. We do need to sell players, and Bellerin would be one of those players that we can sell for a substantial amount, whereby we can go out and really buy maybe 1 or 2 players in the positions that we really need. Obviously, the players that we've been talking about are Thomas Partey, where I've done numerous videos talking about Thomas Partey there as well on the channel. And you know, we all know now that it's going to be, what, 45 million, and we're going to have to put the 45 million up front, because that's how Spanish sides operate in terms of those buyout clauses. So Bellerin might have to go. I was on the 101 Arsenal show talking about Bellerin sometime earlier on this week. I wouldn't want him to leave, but you know what? If you got to be sold, you got to be sold. And by Leverkusen coming in the race, I'm not particularly surprised. I'm sure PSG are going to come in with another bid for Hector Bellerin, but it looks like it's going to be a bit of a war for Bellerin as well. I'm not sure which team he's going to go to, so I know that's what you guys are thinking. I know Bayer Leverkusen are also looking at the Tottenham right back, Sergio Aurier. So one way or another, it does look like, you know, if you could get the price right, that those 2 teams, in terms of PSG and Bayer Leverkusen, will get themselves a new player. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, it looks like they're probably going to get another right back. But let's see what happens. You know, anything could happen in regards to a deal getting done. You just don't really know right now. But let's see what happens with that one. And finally, let's talk about the League Cup, the Carling Cup. So today there was the 2nd and 3rd round draws for the Cup, and even though Arsenal, there still needs to be the 2nd round that has to be played, Arsenal were involved into the 3rd round, and obviously being a Premier League team is when all the Premier League teams really get drawn in. But it seems that out of all the 3rd Cup round teams, Arsenal and Leicester have drawn together, and that will be the 3rd round tie that will happen in the League Cup. Now, I'm going to do a proper video on this a lot sooner for when this game is going to be played. I want to factoring it into the actual schedule itself. But I just thought with the draw happening, I like to give my quick little thoughts on that before I give like a proper preview for that. And I can honestly say that's a tough one. It's a tough one for us to get, especially when I'm looking at some of the other teams that we could have potentially gotten. We could have gotten maybe some League 1 or League 2 sides, and we were quite unlucky compared to the likes of Manchester United and City, who are rumoured, who potentially could face a League 1 and League 2 sides depending on how things go. And straight off the bat, we're getting a Premier League team, and it is what it is, you know. I would like us to go and win the League Cup, and to be honest, to win as much trophies as we possibly can under Mikel Arteta. But it's not going to be easy, and for us to go up against Leicester, it's not going to be easy either. We had a tough run in the league last season with them, and you just know, like, yes, there probably will be some rotation, and I hope they rotate, because if they do rotate, it does give us a very good chance to win. I think with a lot of the young players that we have, like before I was talking about Eddie Nketiah potentially playing, which that would be the perfect game for him to play. You could potentially see Reece Nelson, Joe Willock, maybe some of our other academy players coming through, obviously mixed with some experienced players as well. So I expect to see the likes of Willian probably play in that game, potentially other new signings as well. But lots of French players, as well as a mixture of young players within those games playing there. And that will be my guess, first of all. But we'll see closer to the time. We've got more signings that could potentially happen, and you just really never know. But yeah, I will put a video up on that closer to the time and see how that goes. But leave your comments on below and your kind of initial thoughts on that. But that's it. That's it for today's video. Do leave your comments below. It'd be really interesting to get your thoughts on that. Please continue to like the videos. It does help the channel out. Subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Peace.